Hello and welcome to Benchmark Magazine. My name is Jenny Kaloisi and I'm joined by Peter Treutler from IPS Securiton. Peter, why don't you tell us a little bit about the company? What is IPS? Why Securiton? And what your role within the company is?
Yeah. Hi, Jenny. Nice to be here with you. And thanks.
Thank you.
Before I start with the story of IPS, I would like to briefly mention that IPS is not a company, but a business unit of Securiton GmbH. And moreover, it's the technology brand for video security software. However, IPS was founded as a company in Munich in 1965 by Peter Treutler. The acronym IPS belongs to his initials, P and S, and a leading I standing for industrial technology. Originally, it was a radio and television garage, but Peter's passion for video sensor technology changed the company's focus rapidly. This passion enabled IPS to launch the first video surveillance product in 1970. It was the IPS Delta Guard. And needless to say that IPS has been the pioneer in early and advanced video technology since then. If you want, I can explain it with a few words.
Yes, why don't you tell us just briefly what this video technology was?
Okay, yeah, thanks. We are proud about this. It was pretty easy. A video camera was connected to a monitor displaying its signal. Then a photodiode was fixed to the monitor with glue covering the zone of interest, maybe a door which can be closed and opened. And these changes in brightness caused different current strengths, and the Delta Guard alarmed the operator with different lamps or a buzzer, etc. And this system was built for stationary and mobile usage at this time. It was for mobile usage and was used by German police for observations. Yeah, as I mentioned, from this moment, IPS has developed numerous innovative and advanced video analytics products, especially for high security applications like authorities, military, police, and for instance, the energy sector.
So IPS is based in Germany. Do you work all around Europe?
Yes, we have partners all around Europe. The company grew in the early days very rapidly because we delivered technology that no one else could. And we have been the specialists for video analytics in high security applications. And the growth took not place only in Germany, but also in Europe.
Fantastic. What's your strongest market?
The strongest market is Germany and Switzerland.
So tell me, how long have you been with the company and what has changed since you've been with the company, and have there been significant changes on the way you do things during the pandemic?
Let me answer like this. Around the year 2000, I think society became more willing to use video surveillance and thus more interested in video management and video analytics software. But however, the expectation was that anything was possible with video analytics, similar to Hollywood movies, James Bond, whatever. And there was a real hype and subsequent disillusionment. And the same thing started a few years ago with artificial intelligence. Excessive expectation and then the realization that not everything can be solved with AI. And during this period, from 2000 onwards, many new companies were founded in the field of video security that made promises and then failed to keep them. At IPS, we have always been careful not to give in these hypes. We have continuously developed our traditional video analytics and of course extended them by, let's say, integrating useful functionalities from the field of machine learning and neural networks. And yeah, speaking about what changed during the last 2 years, since we do not have our own locations abroad and traveling was restricted for months, the contact with our partners naturally became somewhat more difficult. Trade fairs and other events were also cancelled, and so yeah, the contact with end customers or interested parties also became more difficult. But even despite these challenges of the last 2 years, our business approach, the business approach of IPS Securiton, has not changed at any time. For us, it's important that we have sustainable and fruitful collaboration with our partners because they are pretty important for us. As I mentioned, we don't have locations abroad. For us, it is still important and was important that we deliver high quality products that meet all high security requirements with respect to functionality, reliability, and usability. And last but not least, that we deliver straightforward support in sales, marketing, and for sure with our support team.
This brings me straight into my next question, Peter. Yeah. You say on your tagline, IPS brings intelligence to security. How do you do that?
Yeah, how does IPS bring intelligence to security? That's easy to answer, let's say. The USP of IPS against other vendors is the fact that IPS delivers video management plus video analytics from one single source. Our products have been designed and developed together and for each other. And this was and is the basis for us to say that we have an advanced, comprehensive, and lastly, matchless functionality. For example, there are no interface problems between our products, as you know it when you combine products from different manufacturers. Our video management can process all the informations provided by our video analytics, and on the other hand, our video analytics do not provide any data that the video management does not use. And this makes the overall system performant and effective. And in addition to this, we have lots of unique functionalities. To point out one, it's our 3D georeferencing, which allows to connect, which allows us to connect several cameras in a logical manner and, if desired, track objects fully automatically without an operator having anything to do. So he can concentrate on other important things. He has not to concentrate on following the intruder by steering some cameras. No, the system is doing it automatically, and the operator can do any other important things like calling the police or close doors, whatever invention plans are necessary at the moment.
So does this reduce the number of people that you need in a control room?
Exactly. It reduces the number of people in the operating centers, and also it
saves money.
Saves money, yeah, at least it saves money. Correct, thanks.
That's a good thing to do, to have. Peter, you talked about the route, the partners. So is this your route to market? Is this how you sell and distribute your products?
Yeah.
Through partners, through resellers or installers, or both?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Our route to market is, for us as a manufacturer, we do not sell directly to end customers. We have these well-organized partner network consisting of, as you mentioned, integrators and distributors throughout Europe.
Fabulous. So it's all software. We don't need to be in person to update a software. How often does IPS Securiton update the software, and how does it happen?
We update our software in general once a year, And during the year, we have some upgrades for security issues, etc., as other companies have. And our software is simply made available via our download servers. And this is the main release as well as the updates during the year. And
so is it normally at the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year? When do you have a pattern to update?
The major release is yearly around April. And by the way, the latest software release has just been released in April. And you can find more information about it on our website.
So what do you think is the most significant trend for 2022? What can we expect?
Yeah, I think the most significant trend, not only in 2022, but also in the next years, will be AI. As mentioned earlier, the current hype has died down as people have realized that current limitations, but that will not stop the advance of AI. Currently, my opinion is that video analytics based on neural networks are already achieving good results in the area of business intelligence, since 100% accuracy is not important there. But however, these systems cannot yet be trusted for safety critical applications such as the protection of power plants. Their traditional video analytics still have to be used here, but this will change with the next generation of neural networks, which are already in research and development. So AI will be the trend for the next years.
Finally, where can people find IPS? Where can they find you? Are you going to be at any trade shows in the coming year? Or are you going to, show your products online? Any webinars? Tell us all about it.
Yeah. Good question, important question. How can you get in touch with us? Thanks for this. Yeah, the easiest way, due to the pandemic still the pandemic, is via our website. It's ips.securiton.de. Here you will find everything worth knowing about IPS, and of course a list of our contact persons and our sales partners also in the UK. We decided for this year not to go to trade shows, etc., as an exhibitor, but we will visit trade shows. And if you have interest in meet up with us, then please visit our website, go to the partner managers for your country, and then we can make meetings for whatever trade show, whether in the UK or Spain or wherever.
Fantastic. Peter, thank you so much.
Sorry sorry for that. You asked for web sessions, webinars. Yes, we will have some during the year, I think starting in around summer. And also these web sessions will be posted via our website or in LinkedIn, etc. You can see when the dates are.
Wonderful. We will keep an eye and hope to see you around visiting the trade shows. And I'm sure your profile on LinkedIn is also available for people to contact you in. And I look forward to seeing you also on the Benchmark Innovation Awards. I hope you have nominated yourselves, and people are already nominating. And very soon we're going to know who are the finalists on the list, and in September will be announced the winners. So Peter, thank you for your time. It's fantastic to see how the company is staying strong despite COVID, despite the separation that we suffer, and that we are going to continue growing in this fascinating area of security. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks a lot, Jeannie, and thank you so much for having me here with you. Bye-bye.
Lovely. Thank you.